Okay, here we are again. This is let's call it a catch-up video. Been working on some of the details. I'll show that turret in a while. Been working, you already saw what I did to the track links. These are the 1.6 icon tools. Way back, we all know Mike Stannard died several years ago, but maybe 10-12 years ago I got a whole bunch of his tools, basically without fittings, wooden handles and metal heads, and I use these for my vehicles. Not necessarily realistic, because they're usually clamps instead of straps, but I use the buckles from Dragon. These larger ones are from later German or early German trousers. They have these on the back, unless they have no tunics, and very few of my figures have no tunics. These wouldn't show, so I take them off the figures. The other buckles are from later German trousers. They come with one on each side. The larger ones come one large one in the middle, and I keep all those buckles, and they come to good use. Those are the buckles that I use here with Rio Rondo leather, again, that I bought a lot of 10-15 years ago. Later I've been trying to add more, and sadly I've been unable to. I don't know what's going on, but they refer me to another company, and that company never answers. But still have some left. Here I just used the larger buckles. The small hammer, still not sure if I'm gonna use. I still haven't removed the tape from the jack block, but that's basically ready, and made some small upgrades to the jack. This was a stock jack that came with the Major Midnight. I also have the antenna ready. This vehicle has two antennas. In some images, one of the antennas is a star antenna, like this one. And I have one from Mike Stannard 1.6 icons also, but not sure where it is, and I'm probably using it. So I actually scratch built this one from coat hanger wire. I cut these small pieces of tube styrene and put them on a blob of Aves epoxy, my all do everything. Kind of eyeball the angles on just the styrene piece. Then I cut the wire pieces, give it a little fancy edging there at the end, and I think it'll work. Maybe too tight of an angle, maybe should have been open more, but of course there were variations in this along the way. I have two regular antenna. Not sure exactly which way I'm gonna go with that. Let's go to the turret. The turret, last time you saw it, was all covered up, the inside. I painted the basic yellow with a brush, went over everything. Then, as usual, I shaded with my shading color, the very dark brown. I also did that on the underneath. Went with the regular yellow here. You know, the insides of the German vehicles were like a very light tan, the same color I used here, which I also shaded and dry brushed. just to give it a nicer look, because that will not show. Very tight confinements here, but I went with a basic yellow here. I think it looks a little better, and I give him some scratching there. I'll add some more to that. There you see the antenna. I put like a little blob of Avis epoxy, and then I'm using one of the metal antenna bases from Armor Packs. Got a couple of those. The gun I already mentioned in another video. I replaced the one that came with the vehicle with a dragon flag. So this one, I'm not gonna push it in now just to make this video shorter, but that's replacing what came with the vehicle, which was this. As you can see, the barrel is a nice attempt, but definitely an upgrade to the Dragon. It's in that primer color because they use those bands for using that lead sheet I mentioned before, and it was flaking off. So when I was planning to still use it, I kind of primed those areas. This one I'll keep around because I can always put it where I took the Dragon one off and do that as a destroyed flag or a background vehicle. So hand painted. I had mentioned this might be ammo. There's no way this is an ammo bin. And the paint kind of fluted, but all this opens. Not gonna open now, of course. In the video, this one will open. See, that was a basic color when it came. Not sure what I'm gonna do there. Probably shade it also. Have some scratching problems here from when I close this. And there on the vehicles, you see I'm using styrene, like for fittings, for the various tools. So this will go there, and I'll just glue it. The hammer, jackhammer, big hammer goes there, the spike goes there, the jack block goes up front here. So I'm about ready to start the first dirt up pass. I'm gonna use the 50/50 buff flat earth, and I'm gonna dry brush that, see what it looks like. And now it's just a matter of then I'll put on the tools and all the details that are left, and do a little more dusting, dry brushing with a weathering palette, and then remove the underside, see how it all looks blended in, and we can then call this project done.